everybody. I'm your host, bowling specialist Petrey Weber, here today to teach you some basic fundamentals of bowling. Today, we'd like to welcome you to the Eastland Bowling Hall. As you can see, we have it set up here. Very nice facility, very well kept. First, a few things that you will need. Balled up pair of socks. Let's walk with me here. Tape. So there's your foul line, your arrows, and then you're going to need 10 water bottles. We had to modify one with a Sprite bottle, but you can see that they're lined up, triangle formation. Today's lesson, we will learn the no-step roll, the two-step roll and bowl, and the four-step roll and bowl. At any moment during this video, if you need to pause for station identification, do so. I'm going to turn this around because we are going to keep score as well. First thing that I want to show you is how to roll up your socks. So what I've done, I've taken the toe of a sock and I just roll him down. Just like that right there, fold it over. Doesn't have to be super tight. Then you're going to do the same thing with the next sock. And actually I'm going to take it and put it sideways and roll it to kind of get it to round out a little bit. Now once we get this rolled around, we're going to take the calf part of the sock and we're going to flip him over just like that right there. And then we're just going to squeeze it and mold it a little bit. And right there's your ball. Okay. First approach, what we're going to do is we're going to approach the foul line here. I bowl with my right hand, so I'm going to put my left foot forward close to the line without touching it. I'm going to have my right leg back. This allows my arm action to swing back and come forward with the ball. So this is what it would look like if I were to bowl. I'm going to start with the ball in front of me, like this right here. Okay, switch my feet since I'm facing the camera, and then I'm gonna take my ball hand, it's coming back, that's my back swing, and then roll forward, find my release point, and roll the ball. Let's see what that looks like. There's my back swing, I'm gonna roll, follow through, and I knocked one pin off. So I'm gonna retrieve my ball, set that pin to the side. If we're keeping score, my first ball would be a 1. Okay. Ball 2. Okay, again, find your foul line. Okay. Look at your arrows so I can see that I rolled in between these two arrows the first time. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Back swing, arm comes forward, facing your target, the roll and the follow through, gutter ball. Those happen. So you get 2 rolls per bowl. So now I'm going to set all my pins back up. So I'm going to take the 10 pin and add him back to the crew. Go back and let's add my score. So I got a 0. So in this frame, I've got 1 point. Okay? Next step. We're going to do the two-step approach. Two-step approach. What I want you to do is start at your foul line. Take 1, 2 steps back. Just like that right there. On the two-step approach, you want to start with your bowling leg side. So it would be, for me, my bowling side is my right hand. Step right, step left. As I go to take that second step, my hands separate. I'm stepping forward. My weight transitions to the front leg. As it does, I come forward with my ball, find the release point, and follow through. So let's see what that looks like here. Okay. 1, 2, Ready position. Step 1. Step 2. Back swing. Swing, follow through. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee. So right there, that was a good ball. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is going to be a tough pickup right here. So I'm going to come back and mark my score. So I would write 5. And I'll give you a close-up of the scoreboard here in just a second. So ball number 2. Okay. Bowling side foot. Non-bowling side foot. I'm close to the line. Backswing. Roll. Whoo-wee. Almost picked that up. So I've gotten 4 out of the way. So I'm going to add 4 more to my score. So since this was my second row, I'm going to set everything back up. Put all my balls back. Now if you have 2 people, you can take turns and they can move the pins out of the way. So alright, I'm going to write my score. That's 4. I know that 5 plus 4 is 9 plus my 1. So currently I have 10 points. Okay. Our last approach is the 4-step. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Steps back. And again, we're going to start with our bowling side foot. So it's going to be 1 and 2. And I know that my steps are correct because the odd steps, 1 and 3, the even steps, 2 and 4, I know that my left leg should be planted and should be my last step. So I know that that's correct because on the 2-step, it's my left foot, and then I also know that 3 and 4, that's correct. So here's what it would look like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice in between the 2nd and the 3rd step, I start my backswing. Okay, so let's get a live view of the 4-step approach. 1, 2, backswing starts, 3, 4, roll it. Almost striked him out there. So it looks like I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 on my first roll. All right. And the last ball. This is a difficult pickup. It looks like I have the 6, 7, and 10 pin. Almost impossible. Oh, I picked it up! I picked it up. Even though it bounced off the door, I still picked it up. Strategy, boys and girls. So that was my second roll. And for you advanced bowlers, that was just like a tire, a spare. So I'm just going to write a 3, and then that would be 10. Now, let's go to the scoreboard here. Let's take a quick view of how we do this. Now, I'm just doing a running score. So you can see my first ball was 1, then 0. Add my 1. Okay, 5 and 4, then 9. And then 7 and 3 is my 10. Now, if you want to do this and keep a running score, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. Just like that right there. I'm your host today, Petrey Weber. Bowling Phenomenon. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Practice makes perfect. Tune in. We'll see you soon.